All right, here we go. FBG Bigga. Welcome to Vlad TV.
What's that word? Gang, since potty train. Well, talk to me.
Hey, man, we had a lot of FBG dudes up on here, man, so it's only right to get you here.
Yeah, it's only right, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. So, first time here. I want to start in the very beginning. So, you grew up in the north side.
Yeah.
Okay. And I guess your block is like 15 minutes from 63rd?
Yeah, no traffic, yeah.
Okay. Near the Gold Coast?
Yeah, we is the Gold Coast.
Okay. Got it. All right. So, what was Chicago like during that time?
Well, when the projects was up,
Yeah, man. However you want to describe it.
shit, everything was different then. It was more like, you could say segregated. You know what I'm saying? People mind their business. What's going on in our neighborhood, stay in our neighborhood, and what's going on somewhere else, you know what I'm saying? Going on somewhere else. Like, it was better then. You know, they took down the projects and put everybody elsewhere. So when shit like that happened, you know, you get what you got today. Whole lot of chaos.
Do you remember when the projects were actually taken down?
Yeah, last building was what, 2011, 2012.
Okay.
Well,
And I've heard a lot of things, you know. It seemed like when the projects were taken down, everyone kind of scattered around and it became kind of more chaotic because there was no structure anymore.
Yeah, you can say that.
Okay. And, you know, in your interviews, you said you jumped out the porch at around 10 years old.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. So what were you doing around that time?
Shit, you know, typical shit a 10-year-old doing, you feel me, when he first get a taste of the streets, fighting, you know what I'm saying, ding dong ditch, doing all the little crazy shit kids do at the time, not knowing what really, you know what I'm saying, going on the streets, but looking up to older guys, seeing what they doing, you know what I'm saying, seeing what you gonna do when you get to that age, or just, you know, seeing shit for what it's worth, testing the waters, you know what I'm saying, little shit like that.
Well, I remember on Camp Capone, you said that your whole family was involved in gangs growing up.
Yeah, you can say that.
Okay. So who exactly, you know, were your family affiliated with?
Oh, what gang?
Yeah.
Shit. All of them, you feel me? You can really say, you know, everybody got family members that's GD, Vice Lord, Stones, whatever. Ain't no particulars, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we all this, you feel me? You got people that's staying on the south side, they probably be Stones. People staying this way, they probably be BD. Like, it's different areas, you know what I'm saying? So whatever area you is, no matter what, you my family, but whatever gang you is, that's what gang you is. So that's really be anybody in shit, Chicago, any urban city, you know what I'm saying?
So did you grow up with your, you know, both parents or just your mom?
Nah, just my OG. My pops got killed when I was a shorty.
Oh, how old?
2,
2 years old.
for sure.
What was the situation around that?
Shit, you know, street shit, you know. Can't go into details about it. Like, shit, I was 2, shit. You know, street life got him.
I mean, knowing that you never actually met your dad, I mean, you were 2 years old, so you don't really remember, you know, because not everyone has their dad in their life, but usually they could reach out to their dad, they meet him, you know, they spend summers with him, but you've never actually met him at all because of that situation. How did that affect you?
Shit, I remember little shit like bits and pieces as a shorty, you know, 2 years old. You remember certain shit, I ain't gonna say like, yeah, I remember this, but you know, probably little shit like vivid shit, little vivid shit. Like, I was staying when it happened, so, you know. But yeah, you right for the most part. I ain't get to do all that, go to my daddy house and all that as a growing up, you know what I'm saying? But had my uncles, you know what I'm saying? People in the neighborhood as, you know, you clink on to or you look up to at times. My brothers and shit, my homies, you know. You look for anybody like to fill that void that's solid and, you know what I'm saying? Your homies raise yourself type shit, you know?
But was there a certain level of like bitterness or anger? Because it's like your dad got taken away before you really got to meet him, before you really got to know him, before, you know, and you get into situations and you want to go to your dad for advice. Your uncles are cool, your friends are cool, but your dad is your dad. That's a spot that nobody could really fill.
Facts. Like, with shit like that, anybody that lost the pops know, like, yeah, you gonna have that. Damn, I can't ask him this, I can't do that. So it's like, yeah, you gonna have like feelings towards it, you feel me? But when you growing up, you learn to deal with that shit, like, you feel me? And just go with the punches, like, it is what it is. You can't trip over nothing you can't control. And you learn that at a, you know what I'm saying, young age where I'm from.
I mean, without going into any details, do you know exactly what happened and who was responsible and everything else like that?
Yeah, I know what happened.
Okay. Do you think that you kept that and that anger about who was responsible all these years, or do you feel like, well, in the streets things happen, everyone has a certain amount of blame to it, and it just is what it is?
Like, you in the streets, like you play by the street rules, so you can't really trip on that shit. Like, you can't hold a grudge to that shit for real. Like, that's what you live by. You feel me? So I feel like if you hold a grudge about something like that and you in the streets, it's like, what you in them for? You know what you signed up for. So it's like a bittersweet thing,
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry for your loss, man. I lost my dad 5 years ago, but I got to, have 40 something years with him, so it was still tough. So I can't really imagine what you're going through.
Damn, 40 years with your pop, that's decent.
Yeah. He died at 80, 84 years old.
Oh, homies, he made it a
Yeah.
long ass time.
Yeah. But, he died from Parkinson's. So unfortunately, I got to see the whole decline and,
That's that shit that
Malcolm Watts.
Muhammad Ali
So
died for?
what's that?
That's that shit Muhammad Ali passed from, right?
Yeah. Similar. Exactly. Yeah. His was a little different, but yeah, I mean, it's the same disease. It's tough. Okay. So you said at one point you went to boot camp.
Yeah,
How old were you when that happened?
21.
Okay. So that came later.
Yeah.
So as a kid, as a juvenile, were you getting arrested at all or not really?
Yeah. I was always getting like locked up for petty shit, gang fights, mob action, resisting arrest, assault on the police. Excuse me, shit. Just look, you know what I'm saying? Teenage shit,
Okay. So during that time, were you doing any amount of, a couple of months, or was it just in and out?
Hell nah. True that legend. I mean, I wouldn't even know. Around that time, OG come get you from the station, doing shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really start getting bumped to what? So I was like 20, 21. And
Okay. And
everything.
what was that situation about?
Shit, I had got a drug case and a gun case.
Okay. And what exactly were you charged with?
Well, manufacture to deliver, possession of a firearm. They ended up
Okay.
throwing the gun charge out, and they upgraded my possession to they dropped it to a simple delivery, do out the possession or some shit like that. That shit was some years ago.
Okay. So now you're going to jail for the first time, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay. And what was that situation like?
Shit. Experience you never forget. You know what I'm saying? Getting told, you know what I'm saying, what to do, when to do, how you know what I'm saying? You can't go home, can't eat what you want to eat. Like, that shit, it fuck with you. But, you adapt to your environment. You feel me? Roll with the punches,
Okay. But you're in Chicago when you got locked up, right?
Yeah.
So when they put you in boot camp, now you're along, kind of mixed in with people who, you don't get along with, who are sided with this type of gang, that type of gang, and it is what it is. Was that a situation you had to deal with once you got locked up?
For the most part, when I first got locked up, I ain't go straight to boot camp. I was in the county for 3 months, and I bonded out, you feel me? Then I fought the case for a little month. Actually, I bonded out a month later, caught another gun case, then bonded out again, then fought the cases, then turned myself in to do boot camp. And that's when I did the boot camp shit.
Okay. Why'd you feel at that time you needed to carry a gun?
It's the rack. You know what's going on. You know exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
Everybody you interview know what's going on.
Okay. I mean, I had to ask the question, though. So, I mean, up to that point, what do you think was the most violent thing that you had actually witnessed growing up?
Seeing people get killed and shit as a shorty. Motherfuckers dying in front of you and shit. That's like regular, you know what I'm saying, in my neighborhood.
Okay. How old were you when you saw that?
Probably like 11, 12 or some shit like that.
Huh.
I know I was younger than 10 though.